So I wanted to share with you today 2 breathwork techniques that I love to use to help reduce stress and to actually help reduce anxiety as well. Let's dive in. Hey there and welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Jessica. I'm a naturopathic doctor and acupuncturist as well as a health coach. And online, I help clients reduce stress, anxiety, fatigue, and all the symptoms that come along with burnout. So one of the things that I use with myself as well as with clients for reducing stress and kind of managing stress, reducing anxiety is breathwork. Breathwork is such a powerful tool and it's so underrated because it's free. So let's talk for a quick minute about why breathwork it actually works and how it affects your nervous system. So when we are working with our breath, we are actually utilizing what's known as the vagus nerve. No, not that vagus. But this nerve really is known as the vagal brake, which means it kind of puts a brake on the sympathetic nervous system. This nerve is responsible for the function and kind of feedback of many different organs and areas, so such as your heart, such as your GI system, even your immune system, and it sends signals back up to the brain, for short. And when we're working with certain types of breath work, we're stimulating this nerve and it's letting us tap into the parasympathetic nervous system by putting the brake or dampening down the response of the sympathetic nervous system. Remember, we have 2 parts to our autonomic nervous system. That's our parasympathetic and our sympathetic. And remember, sympathetic is more of your fight or flight or freeze. You know, you're being attacked or you got that Zoom call looming with your boss. And then the parasympathetic nervous system, which is telling us to rest and digest, relax, digest your food, take a break, take a breather, everything is fine. So by working with our breath and controlling our breath and manipulating it in certain ways, we're allowing ourselves to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system or that relaxing part of our autonomic nervous system. So the first type of breathing I want to talk about is box breathing. It's pretty widely used. I know even the US military uses this one, but it's a simple technique, and you can think of a square. And in this breathing technique, you're utilizing an inhalation, a pause, an exhalation, and another pause. So that's kind of where we get these box term from. And what you want to do with these is keep the inhale, the retention, the exhale, and the other retention all the same length. Now, when you first begin this, you're going to want to keep it on the shorter side because you will have to kind of train your body to go longer and longer. So what it would look like is that you would inhale maybe for 2 seconds, hold it for 2 seconds, exhale for 2 seconds, hold it, and then go again. So what that would look like if we go inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Make sense? Pretty simple, but pretty powerful. So what I would recommend is that you start maybe with a 2 or 3 count and work your way up to 4 count, 5 count, 6 count for each one of those. This is actually really a take on another yogic breathing technique as well, where we look at inhalation, exhalation, and retention. This is a really great tool to use pretty much anytime, especially in the moment. When you're feeling really anxious, maybe before a Zoom call, maybe before a doctor's appointment or something like that, anything known to be a trigger, this would be a good time to use that breath. And the second technique I wanted to talk about is actually a yogic technique as well, and it's called alternate nostril breathing. Again, this is another great way to balance the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. So in short, the premise of this technique is that we are generally inhaling and exhaling through one side of our nostril at any given point during the day. And if you pay attention to this, you'll notice maybe you're breathing more out of the right side than the left side, and that will change as the day goes on. And in the yogic philosophy, the sympathetic is controlled by one side and the parasympathetic controlled by another side. And that's just to simplify. It's a little bit more complicated than that. But we can take this thought and kind of use it to balance our nervous system by breathing evenly between the 2 sides. So with this technique, what you're basically doing is actually physically blocking one side at a time and breathing out and breathing in through the one side, closing the one side, and then forcing yourself to breathe out and breathe in out of the other side. So what you want to do is basically inhale through the left side and then pinch off the left and exhale through the right side. Go ahead and inhale through the right side, block off the right, and exhale through the left. So after an inhalation, then you want to exhale from the opposite side. And there's a traditional way to do this with, you start on one particular side. So each time you make it back to the side you started on, that will be 1 round. And you want to work your way up with the number of rounds you're doing. And again, this is another technique which you could then go on to add a retention as well, but we won't get into that. This is just the basics. So what I would do is start with maybe just a basic 3 count. So what you would do, inhale to the left, exhale to the right, inhale to the right, exhale to the left. And that would be 1. Again, this method really helps to kind of balance the nervous system. This is one that I like to do in the morning as I start my day. I love to do this actually before meditation practice to really kind of balance my brain, balance my body, really kind of tap into my nervous system and just kind of settle my body down. And again, I would recommend that you start slow and work your way up. You can work your way up to longer counts. And again, you can work your way up to adding in a retention as well. If you would like to know more in depth about working with your breath, this is actually something that I do inside my program, The Better Health Blueprint. I work with the breath and other types of mindset techniques such as meditation. So if you want to know more about that and how that all works, go ahead and click the link below. This is just one of the modules that we work with in reducing your stress, reducing all those symptoms of burnout. So click the link below. You can learn a little bit more about the program. Yeah, and you can find out what it's all about. All right, I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below. If you've tried these techniques, or if you're going to try these techniques, let me know how it goes down in the comments below. Of course, give this video a thumbs up, click the notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't already so that you can know when I post a new video next week. All right, I will see you soon. Bye.